Welcome to the High School Athletic Association basketball boys style. Today we got a game between the Broad Ripple Rockets and the Noblesville Millers. Alongside with me today is Brad Silvert. Welcome, Brad.
Happy holidays to everybody, Perry.
Yeah, and the new year's coming up here pretty quick, so we're right around
Sure
the corner
is.
here.
Where did 2017 go?
That's right. That's right. Well, let's talk a little bit about what happened yesterday, because yesterday was the first day of the tournament. Due to difficulties here at the sign shop and everything, we had to only broadcast one game. But today we're back, and we're broadcasting. We're doing something a little bit different.
Yes, we are.
We're in the studios, and the camera people and the scoreboard as at the mill. So
Rick and Katie are out there providing all the technical expertise. You and I are here in the nice, warm, palatial penthouse studios of Hamilton County Television. Got Rick Vanderweilen and our executive producer Jim Wofford out there at the controls, and the experiment is underway.
Well, we're excited about trying this. One of the reasons we did this was, as you well know, Brad, sometimes when we go to different places and it's overcrowded, or we don't need to send a big crew of 4 or 5, because people don't realize it's not just the beautiful faces of you and I that it takes to run this system. It also takes camera people, and it takes producers, executive producers to do that. So sometimes we're trying to cut costs any way we can. So this is one of the experiments that we're trying, and we thought we would try this today with the mill here in this Noblesville Holiday Tournament.
You know, this also gives us the opportunity to be able to bring Hamilton County Television viewers and viewers all around who are watching these games. It gives us an opportunity to bring them more games, because we won't have to spread people out quite as thin, and we can, as Rick Vanderweilen was explaining the other day, we can have crews up north, crews up south, have the crews here, and away we'll go. And it looks like Jim is signaling us. We're going to take a little break here, and we'll be back with Broad Ripple and Noblesville.
Can I help you?
Yeah. I'm looking for Logan Street signs and banners.
You found us.
But this ain't Logan Street.
We moved 22 years ago.
You're telling me that Logan Street signs and banners isn't on Logan Street anymore?
Exactly.
So what are you saying?
Logan Street signs and banners conveniently not located on Logan Street, but on South 10th Street in Noblesville, Indiana.
Well, welcome to today's broadcast of the Indiana High School Athletic Association boys basketball. Hamilton County TV presents Logan Street Signs and Banners, celebrating their 25th year in the business. And now with our national anthem, before we get started here with the starting lineups, let's go through a little bit, Brad, how Broad Ripple got here. Yesterday in the first game at 10 o'clock, Broad Ripple won 58-46 over Crown Point. And Xavier White, the 6-foot shooting guard, scored 32 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 steals. In the Noblesville Millers game, Noblesville 96, Indianapolis Lighthouse East 42, and a host of players scored there, but it was led by Ian Gibbons with 14 points and Ryan Barnes with 10 points. So,
well, the Millers kind of cruised into these into the semifinal here, Perry, and it's probably going to be a little bit more of a challenge for them today. Although, as you were saying earlier, we don't know a whole lot about Broad Ripple. There's not a lot of information out on the net as far as them as a team. So some of this is, as you were saying, this will be for you and I our first time seeing the Rockets as they are being introduced to the crowd here now, and then we'll go to the starting lineups for the Millers. But it ought to be I would think it would be a fairly competitive game today. I think the Millers have got somewhat of an edge in it, though.
Absolutely, and I think we're going to see a really good ball game. Of course, the Millers got to control the tempo, okay, because they're not a run and gun type team. They play very, very strong defense and very deliberate offense. So we'll see what happens here. And as you well know, in watching the Millers, they'll have to pound that ball inside. That's where they have become very successful, is pounding the ball inside. So let's see if they can do it here today.
Well, one of the things for the Rockets is that they bring a lot of experience into this game. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 seniors on this team, whereas the Millers are coming in here with 2 in the form of Ryan Barnes and Riley Vitalis are the only 2 seniors on this team, but a great core of juniors coming in. We are ready to start. Rockets get the initial possession. Millers appear to be in a zone defense to start.
That's probably what they'll run most of the time. They run a lot of zone. Ball went out of bounds there.
Turnover for the Rockets on their first possession. Jordan Schmidt brings the ball up court, gets it in. Steal by the Rockets. No score early in this game. That one's put up and in by Wyatt Gordon. Gordon gets his first 2 points and the first 2 points of the game. A little bit of token pressure there from the Rockets. 3 points on the way, missed by Kiever Hill. The Rockets come right back down court. Back in the corner. Here's a 3 for the Rockets. That one is good. Xavier White gets credit for that 3-point goal, and the Rockets are out to a 5-0 lead.
As we said before the game, Xavier White was the leading scorer for them yesterday.
Good ball movement by the Millers. 3 on the way, rebounded by Wyatt Gordon. Millers steal the ball. Looks like we get an easy layup here.
Oh my.
Zach Johnson missed an easy layup there, and the Rockets bring it back down.
As you can see, Brad, that zone is, the one thing it's good, White's 3-pointer is what's going to bring the Millers out a little bit in that zone. They're going to play it out tight with that 3-2 zone. Five to nothing's our score here.
Rockets seem to be
very patient.
Yeah,
right?
very patient. Another 3 attempt. That
Short.
one's no good. And that one's picked
Ryan
off
Barnes
by
with
Ryan Barnes. Barnes gets in there. Miller's still looking to get on the board.
Now, they'll be a very deliberate offense.
Miller's down 5-0 here in the first quarter.
Hines with the ball. Keever Hill.
That time he gets
it. I'm sorry, that's Zach Johnson on the
Zach
basket.
Johnson gets the first 2 points for the Millers, and they're behind by 3 now at 5-2.
Wilburn with the ball for Broadripple. Oh.
A little bit of miscommunication there. I think he was expecting Wyatt Gordon to come the other direction. He just threw it to his left. Instead, he moved to the right. Creates the turnover, and the Millers get the ball back again with the chance to either tie or go down by 1 in this one.
Urie's coming in the game for the Millers, and out goes Keever Hill. Smith with the ball, bringing it up the floor. Urie. Back to Smith.
From the corner, 3 on the way.
Off the mark
That
by
one's
Xavier
missed.
Hines.
1 and done has been the rule so far for the Millers. The Rockets have done a great job of rebounding on that. That rebound was by Xavier White.
Shot from the corner, no good. Rebound, Broadripple. Up, no good.
Layup is no good. Rockets get it back again. The reverse layup. And that was Matthew Henderson gets that one.
He gets his first 2.
I had him on my score sheet as number 24, but he's wearing number 22.
Shot up and good by Xavier Hines.
He gets 2. 7-4 now in favor of the Rockets. Under the basket. Nice move there by number 23, Caleb Brown. Millers come right back with a 3.
Xavier Hines on the 3.
Second 3-point goal of the game. Each team has 1 now.
Hines with the ball.
Another 3 attempt, no good. That one rebounded by the Rockets. Rockets look to set it up.
Barnes on the rebound for the Millers. Smits with the ball.
Schmidt brings it up over half court. That one goes out of bounds. Last touched by Broadripple. That'll be a Miller ball.
See Richie Hall there in the background in the bleachers there.
Yep, writing his
for
notes.
the Hamilton County Reporter with his notes and his camera.
Back into the game, number 20, Egan Keever Hill.
Hill back in the game for the Millers. We got was that a 30 or 30 second? By the golden voice of Bob Termaine.
Can't miss that, can you?
No. Thank goodness, though, because we can hear him well.
Well, the winner of this game will advance to the finals. That'll be tonight at 8 o'clock. And they'll be playing either Warren Central or Pike in the championship game tonight.
You know, Warren Central's number 3 in the state.
Yeah.
They're a good ball club.
Good team.
A lot of talent there. And I believe if I was noting right, I think that's a pretty senior-laden team. I think most of those guys are seniors at Warren Central. Smith will inbound it for the Millers. There's Barnes. Shot up, no good. Rebound by number 23.
That's Caleb Brown.
Miller still in that zone. But you know, Brad, the Rockets have been very patient. Another turnover by the Rockets. Yuri with the ball.
I've got that as their third turnover already. Nice little put down there.
Keever Hill on the basket for the Millers.
We are tied up at 9-9. Rockets once again being very patient out there outside the three-point line, looking to get things set up. Brown looks to take it in back all the way across. Xavier White first, and the ball goes out of bounds.
Brad, I've been very impressed with how patient the Broad Ripple Rockets
They have been. They've been very patient.
They're not taking bad shots, you know. Rebound, Barnes. Kicks it out to Smits.
Another rebound for senior Ryan Barnes.
Hines for three. Xavier Hines for three. That's his second
three of the day.
Yeah.
And that gives the Millers a 12-9 lead. We're in the first quarter from the Mill. Thank you for joining us. Stolen by the Millers.
Yuri on the steal.
He got fouled. I think that's the first foul of the game so far. Yeah, and that's going against Broad Ripple, Xavier White.
Number 33, Cameron Hicks. Broad Ripple 7.
Cameron Hicks is coming in for Broad Ripple.
Zachary Scott.
And Zach.
Rockets once again showing a lot of patience, trying to get the offense set up. They're down by 3. Rockets started this game on a 5-0 run. Millers have come back to take the lead at 12-9. Shot up, rebounded by the Rockets. Second attempt is good.
Brown 2 more. That gives him 4.
Yep.
Oh, stolen.
Rockets showing a little bit more of that speed now than they were showing earlier.
Yuri on the rebound.
Great rebound by Yuri. That's the end of the first quarter with the score, Noblesville 12, Broad Ripple 9. Perry, you got a word from one of our sponsors there, sir?
Absolutely. Logan Street Signs. Celebrating 25 years of Logan Street Signs and Banners. They specialize in last-minute signage and banners. Serving Noblesville and Hamilton County since 1992. You can contact them at 317-773-7200 or check them out on their website, loganstreetsigns.com. Noblesville Trophies offers a large range of products, including sports trophies, corporate awards, and in-house embroidery. Noblesville Trophies provide you with that same-day service for those last-minute decisions. Contact them at 317-773-7391 or check them out at noblesvilletrophies.com.
Perry, we've got a 1-point game here going into the second quarter with the Millers ahead of the Rockets 12-11. So far, it's been Xavier Hines with 8 points, 2 threes, and 1 double. And Zach Johnson and Keever Hill have also scored. For the Rockets, it's been Wyatt Gordon, Xavier White, Caleb Brown, and Matthew Henderson. The only foul called so far in this game has gone against the Rockets. So, been a very quick, very well-played game.
I would have to say, Brad, the first quarter was very disciplined.
Yeah, very competitive.
On both sides.
Mm-hmm. Long three on the way.
Hines
that is
again.
Good. Xavier Hines already with 11 points in this game early in the second quarter. Jump shot by the Rockets does not get the bounce. Rebounded by
Kiever
the
Hill.
Millers. Kiever Hill gets it. Up to Hines. Hines with the shot. Barnes trying to get the rebound, but he does not get it. Picked up by the Rockets. Rockets once again showing some patience. Long three on the way. Bounces off the backboard.
Kiever Hill.
Recovered by Kiever Hill. Brendan Fisher sets up the offense. Down to Hines. Foul is called on that. Looks like that's going to go on Matthew Henderson. Second team foul of the half. Again, only 2 team fouls called so far in this game. Fisher looking to get the ball inbounded, tipped by number 11, Xavier White, out of bounds. The only difference will be is it'll come from the sideline rather than the end line this time.
Noblesville basketball out of bounds.
Millers will take it out of bounds here.
A little bit of pressure. Millers finally get it in. Fisher looking to set up the offense. He has his pocket picked by the Rockets.
Basket up and good, number 11, Xavier White.
Xavier White picks up 2 more points. He's got 5 now in the game. That is what the Millers cannot afford to do, Perry. They cannot give the Rockets easy points. This is a very quick team that they're playing today. Another one stolen by the Rockets. That shot is no good, but there's going to be a foul called, and I think that that's probably going to go on Brendan Fisher. Yeah, Fisher picks up the foul. Yep. But that's
the one thing about it is here, Brad, Fisher's only a sophomore, and that veteran Broadripple picked his pocket. One when he picked his pocket, the second one they intercepted one of his passes. So
Wilburn's first shot short. Got one more left.
Kind of what I thought. Smith's come back in the game for Fisher.
Second one is good. So Wilburn is 1 for 2 at the line. That makes it 15-12 now. Favor of the Millers. Rather 15-14, correction.
Hines again. That's his spot right there.
Yeah, he's got it. He's hot today from there.
They better move him off that spot, right? That's 14 for him, right?
14, not even midway through the first half.
Millers staying in that zone.
Rockets very patient outside of that three-point line. Almost an over and back there by the Rockets. Drive to the basket, no foul called.
Charge it, should
Charge.
Personal foul called on number 11, Xavier White of Broadripple.
Xavier White picks up his third team foul.
That's big because Xavier had 32 points yesterday.
Yeah. If they can pick up a third foul on him early, that's going to really change the complexion of this game, Perry.
He had 32 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 steals. So
Schmidt back in for the Millers. That one's tipped away, ends up going out of bounds. Another turnover for the Millers.
18-14 is our score. The Millers up.
Rockets once again showing a lot of poise and patience.
But the Millers stick with that 3-2 zone, then they'll jump back to 2-3. So
this is a team
another turnover.
Yep.
Kiever Hill got the ball. He's with Smith. Oh, into Barnes, wide open.
Ryan Barnes.
Feed the beast right
Picks
there.
up his first 2 points of the game. And the Millers have opened a 20-14 lead over the Rockets. Recovered by the Rockets. A lot of action under the floor, under the basket there, and there's going to be a foul called on the Millers. There are about 3 or 4 right around there, so I have to see. Keever Hill picks up the foul. That was one of those plays, Perry, where there were 3 or 4 guys around there, and which one is going to get the foul? You just don't know for sure.
Yeah, you just had to pick one.
But the officials were right there on top of it.
Zach Johnson back in the ball game for the Millers.
Rockets back in the corner. White sends it out high.
So basically that Miller starting lineup's back in the game.
Yeah.
White with the ball.
Turnover for the Rockets. Millers get the ball back. End to
Great
end.
play by Zach
Johnson picks up his 4th point of the game. We're going to take a full timeout. Let's hear from a couple of our sponsors, Perry.
Absolutely. How about that Hamilton County calendar?
Yeah, that's a pretty slick thing, isn't it?
It certainly is. Be sure to check out this calendar for upcoming events in the county or locally. And also, all the high school events are on there, Brad. If you have an event, add it to our calendar. It's easy, it's free. Hamilton County Community Calendar has been online since 1995. I think Jim was about 5 then when he bought that, really.
Yeah, but he had a beard already.
That's right. But hctvcalendar.com is the website. How about Community Health Network? Community Health is Central Indiana's leader in providing health care services where and when patients need them.
Probably a lot of flu cases over there at Community Health.
I bet so. With any questions, you can contact Community Health at 317-355-7775 or check them out on their website, ecommunity.com.
Well, the Rockets, Scott Hicks decided he'd seen enough for a while. He called a full timeout. I think more than anything, he wanted to calm his team down because all of a sudden, starting out with a 5-0 lead, they're down 22-14, and they don't want to get this game too far out of hand. Rockets have the ball.
Because with the Millers' control offense, it's hard to make up a lot of points.
Yes, it is. Millers only give up 44 points a game. White thought about taking a shot. There's a 3 on the way. That's good.
That's it. That's the one thing that'll bring him out.
3 on the way for the Millers. That one misses. Tipped and tipped and tipped, and finally back into the hand of the Millers again.
Hines and Barnes did a pretty good job keeping it tipped.
Another 3 on the way.
Off the mark.
Missed, but
nice
rebounded by the Millers.
Keever Hill.
Millers slow things down here. Got a 5-point lead at 22-17. About 3 minutes left in the half. Schmidt out front. 3 try there by Hines was no good. The Rockets come back on the offensive end. 3 on the way for the Rockets. That one misses.
Barnes with the rebound.
Barnes with a nice rebound. You can just see that senior leadership oozing out of Ryan Barnes. About a 15-foot jumper there by Hines. He misses. Rockets rebound. One thing I'm surprised we haven't seen a lot of yet from the Rockets, and it's defensively good for the Millers. That's going to be an offensive foul.
I believe that's White.
Yes, I think it is. Xavier White, that's his third. That could be big for the Rockets. They've only got 14 fouls, but Xavier White has picked up all 3 of the 4. White takes some bench time.
Also, Xavier Hines comes out for the Millers. I'm not sure who went in there, but I saw Xavier.
Yeah, I saw him sit down on the bench. Jordan Schmidt brings the ball up for the Millers. Under the basket, back to the corner. 3 attempt is no good. Rebounded and bounced a couple times and ended up in the hands of the Millers. Another 3 on the way. No good. Millers with the rebound once again. 2 big, important offensive rebounds there
Vitalis,
by the Millers.
Vitalis, number 12, who came in for and got that rebound right then.
Schmidt setting it up. Johnson in the corner. Back out to Hill. High once again to the Millers. Schmidt being very patient, setting up the offense. 22-17 in favor of the Millers late here in the second quarter. Millers back out front, driving to the goal.
Nice.
Nice dish off there. Wow.
Vitalis, nice assist to Barnes.
So Barnes picks up 2 more points. Makes it a 24-17 lead for the Millers. Rockets look a little bit lost right now, don't they?
Well, this is not their kind of game.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's what Coach McCauley's very good at. In fact, Fishers found that out early in the season when they tried to do the same thing the Millers did.
3 on the way. That one's no good. That was rebounded by initially the Rockets, then into the hands of Ryan Barnes. There's a shot at the buzzer, no good. So we are going to halftime with the score. The Noblesville Millers 24, the Broad Ripple Rockets 17. Perry, you got a word from one of our sponsors, or we'll go right to a commercial break, folks. We'll be back in a few minutes.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'd like to order a hamburger, fries, salt, maybe a large vanilla shake.
It's a trophy shop, can't you tell?
You got carry out?
Everything that you need, we have here at the shop. Very unique. You order today, carry out tonight. That's our version of carry out.
All right, I'll take one of everything.
Oh, that may take a little longer. We'll have it for you tomorrow night.
I'll be back tomorrow to pick it up.
We'll be waiting for you.
The IHSAA, in partnership with Blue Frame Technology, is pleased to announce that you can now watch your favorite IHSAA sports on the all-new IHSAA TV Apple TV app. Watch live or search through thousands of archived broadcasts. Have an older Apple TV? You can still watch on your TV by going to AirPlay on your iOS device and choosing Apple TV. Download the new Apple TV app now in the Apple TV App Store.
When medical care is needed, where will you turn? With Community's Connect to Care program, one call or click finds you the closest open appointment. Request a time yourself, or let us do it. From a primary care doctor or virtual visit, to a med check or community clinic at Walgreens. Just call or click. You can go right to our website or to me. Connect to Care from Community.
Superheroes come in all shapes and sizes. They don't always meet in an underground fortress. Sometimes they meet in places that appear to be very ordinary to most people. But inside, there are heroes in training. Some are smart, strong, or brave. Maybe they can build cities or heal people when they get hurt. But even superheroes need some help sometimes. With your support, we can change the world. Together, we are a force that can't be defeated. Support the club. Save the world. Support your local superheroes and donate now to the Boys and Girls Club of Noblesville at bgcni.org.
Can I help you?
Yeah. I'm looking for Logan Street signs and banners.
You found us.
But this ain't Logan Street.
We moved 22 years ago.
You're telling me that Logan Street signs and banners isn't on Logan Street anymore?
Exactly.
So what are you saying?
Logan Street signs and banners conveniently not located on Logan Street, but on South 10th Street in Noblesville, Indiana.
I'm Brad Silbert. To my left is Perry Williams, and you are getting the same view right now that we are seeing this game as. You see the big screen here behind us? That's how we're calling this game today. We're calling it the Immaculate Reception.
Yeah.
And that. Thank you for joining us today on Hamilton County Television. The Broad Ripple Rockets and the Noblesville Millers facing off in the Noblesville Holiday Tournament. Perry, let's have a word from Church, Hiddle, and Antrim.
All right. Church, Hiddle, and Antrim's attorney at law, from personal injury claims to complex business litigations to divorce cases. Church, Hiddle, and Antrim protects the rights of individual businesses, schools, and government bodies all around Indiana, including Noblesville, Fishers, Maryville, and Tipton. Contact them at their Noblesville office, 317-773-5320. Well, Brad, the first quarter, the Millers led 12-11, and then here at the half, the score is
24-17. But, that first quarter, even though the Millers led by one at the end, Rocket came out, scored the first 5 points of the game, had a 5-point lead, lost it. They were ahead 7-4, then went back ahead 9-4, and finally ended up with a 12-11 lead, and it was a combination of Caleb Brown and Xavier White that kept them in the game in the first quarter. Second quarter, just a little bit different situation there. The Millers had the lead all during the quarter. They came out and they outscored the Rockets 12-6 in the second quarter, and Xavier Hines, boy, he has got the hot hand today. I've got him with 14 points already in this game.
Yeah, he's been the difference maker today in this game, and that's been Xavier Hines all season long. There are some games that when he gets red hot, and he had that spot over there on the left-hand side about, that 3-point shot, and he nailed it. So, but the one thing I noticed that second quarter that probably hurt Broad Ripple a little bit was they seemed like at times they lost their patience and had some turnovers.
Well, they are a team that is used to more of a run-and-gun type offense. And, when you average 66 points a game, that means you're moving that ball up very, very quickly. And the Millers defensively only give up about 44 a game. So right now the Millers, they're on track to keep Broad Ripple below their season average and below the average that the Millers give up. The Millers, with 24 points now, are right on track about their season scoring average. But I thought it was an interesting contrast because Broad Ripple has a reputation of being a run-and-gun type team. And I think what they were seeing, the scouting reports, must have told them something that, that the Millers were a patient team and it was going to take a little bit of work to get that ball inside. We saw a lot of action outside of the three-point line especially for Broad Ripple.
It'll be interesting to see this second half, what kind of adjustments Broad Ripple makes, because obviously they got to figure out how to pick the pace up. Because what they're doing now, if they're playing this Noblesville game, as you look down, the Millers are setting 7-3 for the season, okay? In those 3 games they lost, they lost big time, okay? Mm-hmm. I mean, the one at Carmel was really, really bad. But they let Carmel control the tempo. If the Millers control the tempo of the basketball team and they work hard from going inside, and, of course, Xavier Hines hitting the three-pointers, that helps tremendously. So.
Yeah, Hines with 14 points so far here in this game for the Millers. He's if he continues at this pace, he's going to be knocking on 30 points for the game. But one of the big factors for the Rockets is the fact that Xavier White, one of their senior guards, a 6-foot senior guard, he's already picked up 3 personal fouls.
And he's a kid yesterday in that game against Crown Point, scored 32 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 steals. So not only he scores, he's a huge part of making this Broad Ripple Rockets basketball team go.
Well, I don't know if I would say the referees have let them play or the kids have just been playing a fairly clean game, but there's only been 6 fouls called in the entire game, and one of those was an offensive foul. So defensively, only 5 personal fouls called in this game, and from what we've been able to see, it's been a very between. And it's not getting rough or anything out there.
Absolutely,
it turned out to be a really good game. But let's hear a little bit.
Miss Jewelers has been serving Hamilton, including Noblesville and Carmel, for over 65 years. Brad, there's not very many businesses that's around 65 years.
That's a credit to them. They're doing things right.
If one were to ask how or why, the answer would be outstanding jewelry selection, customer service. The knowledgeable Miss Jewelers is eager to give our customers a memorable and positive 317-733383, and I'm sure that busy.
I think a lot of retailers had it.
It was a big Christmas for them.
My name is Brad Silbert. Sitting alongside of me is Perry Williams. Here,
Rick, I think, is executive producer.
He is the executive producer.
That's right.
Yeah. You talk to Jim, and Jim will tell you that Rick taught him everything he knows. Of course, has Hiram come in yet today?
No, Hiram's not here yet.
You haven't seen Hiram.
No, not yet. Not yet. He may be here, though.
We are ready to go in the third quarter. We start the third quarter with the Millers with a 24-17 lead. Rockets with the first possession. Under the basket. Easy layup there, and he traveled.
He had some happy feet underneath.
Tough break for Caleb Brown because he had an easy, a very easy layup there. And that's 2 points that the Rockets certainly will miss.
Let's see if the Rockets put a little more pressure on the Millers, bringing the ball up the floor. Trying to stretch this into Barnes.
Barnes under, gets the layup. That's 6 points for Ryan Barnes so far today. 26-17.
You got to feed that big beast in the middle there.
Biggest lead of the day for the Millers. Welcome to our broadcast on Hamilton County. Miller at the arena.
The fun stuff.
The picture and the sound from the mill. Rick Vanderweilen. Wofford back here in the studios with Perry and I. Thought about a 3. Again, the
they're being
thinking
patient
about those 3s.
Working the ball inside.
There's a nice.
Henderson on the bus.
Henderson gets that. That's his 4th point of the game.
You know, that's what they got to do. They got to be patient. Work. Of course, they're down, so they're going to have to. They're going to have to pick it up.
You know, they're down by 8 right now, or rather,
but still,
7. Miller's being patient. Back in the corner. That one went off of the Rockets. Miller's got a break there.
Yeah, the Millers got to be careful here because this Broad Ripple team is a very quick basketball team.
Kiever Hill to inbound the ball. Back out to Hines.
Hines for 3.
So Xavier Hines is just picking up exactly where he left off in the first half. 10-point lead now for the Millers. 3 on the way for the Rockets. That one was no good. Wyatt Gordon missed far to the left. Millers on the fast break. That ball ends up going out of bounds, and they make another turnover. Rockets trying to cut into this 10-point Miller lead. Rockets being very patient out front. Gordon trying to set up the offense. Into number 23, Caleb Brown. Brown picks up his 6th point of the game. 7-point lead once again for the Millers. Rockets take it away, miss an easy layup. There's going to be a foul called on that.
Wow, Xavier White just picked up his 4th
foul. That is huge. The Rockets
Hicks coming in the ball game for White, who has to set with 4 fouls. The pressure being put on now by.
But the question is just how long can Broad Ripple afford to keep him out of the game? When do they put him back in?
He is a senior.
I would think that Coach McCauley would be telling the Millers right now to be extremely patient. Take your time. Get the good shot. That one's going to be a foul out of bounds before the shot. Cameron Hicks picks up his first, 2nd of the half already. Millers will inbound the ball. 3 on the way. That one misses, bounces, rebounded by the Rockets, and the Millers are going to pick up a foul.
Smith on the foul there, number 10.
Schmidt picks up his first team foul of the half. Rockets bringing it down. Rockets out top once again, still being very patient, trying to get it in. Once again into Brown. Brown takes it back out. Jump shot rebounded by the Millers and taken away by the Rockets. And we're going to have a foul on the Millers here. Looks like that's going to go against number 10, Jordan Schmidt. That's going to be his second team foul. And that's going to put Matthew Henderson at the line for 2 shots. First one is up by Henderson. Does
Off
not
the
get the bounce. Hits the back of the rim. Henderson got a little bit of a look of frustration on his face. Just has not been a good day for the Rockets so far, Perry.
No.
Second shot is good, so Henderson picks up his 5th point of the day.
Pressure, a little bit of pressure put on by the Rockets here.
This is no surprise at all. I'm surprised they haven't
done
that before.
Pick the pocket.
They picked the pocket, and Wilburn gets the ball away. Rockets looking to get on a run here to try to get close in this one. 29-22 in favor of the Millers. Rockets with the ball out high again. This is what they've been doing all day so far during this game.
But they've been very effective if they penetrate and get the ball inside.
That one is tipped by the Millers. I think that was Schmidt who tipped that out of bounds.
So I'm sure that's what they're trying to do because, the matchup, the Rockets got pretty good size inside there now.
Once again, tipped out of bounds. Good effort there by Zach Johnson. Rockets will inbound the ball once again. Still outside that 3-point line. Wilburn looking for help. Cameron Hicks in there.
Oh,
missed the shot.
Fell asleep
but
there.
Caleb Brown gets the rebound, gets the points, and closes it to a 5-point lead.
Basket up and good for the Millers.
I didn't see who that
I think
foul
it's
was
Barnes.
on.
The basket's by Barnes.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's Barnes 8.
Gets
Number
the roll.
9.
First free throw of the day by the Millers, and they make it good. 3 on the way from the Rockets. Missed. Rockets get the rebound. Caleb Brown had it out top. Here's 3 on the way from Wilburn.
It's
and
good.
He gets it. To 34-27 in favor of the Millers. Rockets with the ball. Rockets just continuing to move that ball in and out. There's an inside shot. And we've got another. We got a foul called here? What do we got? Or was it an out-of-bounds play?
Looks like a foul.
I didn't see who that was on, but it's going to put number 23, Caleb Brown, at the line with 2 shots.
First one up and
Gets
good.
The first one. 9 points on the day for Caleb Brown now. Second was up, missed, rebounded by the Rockets.
That's one thing.
Miller faithful asking for a foul on that, but they're not going to get it. Finally tipped away, and the Millers take it back. 34-28 in favor of the Millers. A little over 2 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. 3 on the way.
No foul.
No good, no foul called. Maybe a little bit of acting on that one. That one came back in. Clear breakaway here for the Millers. They make the easy jump shot, and that's Keever Hill with 2 more points. I've got him for 4 today so far.
I think you're right. Or both of us are wrong.
Yeah.
One or the other here.
That ball is bouncing all over the place, and the Rockets finally come up with it, but we're going to have a foul called here, and that is going to go on the Millers.
No, I think it's on there. Wait a minute.
You know, it is on Broad Ripple. I'm sorry. It is on number 21, Tyler Weatherly. That's his first. And I've got the Rockets with 14 fouls now here in the half. Millers inbound the ball, try to set up the offense. 8-point lead for the Millers. Minute and a half here in the third quarter. Unfortunately for the Millers, Jordan Schmidt got a few more Wheaties on that than he wanted. And
Coach McCulley tried to tip that back in there. And
Vitalis could not get a hand on there. And
1:34 left to go here in quarter number 3.
The Rockets still seem to be very patient here, even with this 8-point deficit. I'm surprised that they haven't tried to crank it up a little bit, or either that or the Miller defense, that zone defense, has done a great
been
job
pretty
today.
tough.
Yes, very, very good. Inside, turnaround jumper, and that's Caleb Brown once again for the Rockets. He's in double figures with 11. He's going to shoot an extra shot here. I didn't see. Who did that foul go on? Did you see, Perry?
No.
Brown will have 1 shot. He gets that. So I got him with 12 points so far today. That trims the lead down to 5. Millers just can't afford to be complacent here. Traveling on the Millers was Riley Vitalis. 1:01 left here in the third. Millers with a 6-point lead.
One of the comments in the notes here on Broad Ripple and on Brown is box out, box out, box out. And that's exactly what's happening. The Millers are not boxing him out, and they're going to that inside game, and that's the one thing that when they played Carmel with John Michael Malloy, that's the one thing that hurt them was
offensive rebound once again. And who grabbed that ball? But nobody else but Caleb Brown. I've got him for 14 now. And looks like the Millers are going to call a timeout here. Is that going to be a full or a 30? We'll find out here in just a moment. That's going to be a 30-second timeout. So, Perry, let's hear from one of our sponsors.
No job is too small or too big for Indiana Restoration Service. Whether you're a homeowner or a large business experiencing water, fire, and storm, or a homeowner that simply needs good carpet cleaning, Indiana Restoration has you covered. You can contact them at 317-776-9942 or check them out on their website, indianarestoration.com.
Well, Perry, earlier in this quarter, the Millers had a 10-point lead. Now with 34.6 left on the clock here in the third, the Rockets have cut this down to a 3-point lead. And basically, they've done almost all of this with Xavier White sitting on the bench with 4 fouls.
Yeah. The one thing about it is they are getting the ball inside now.
Yes,
they are penetrating that zone, and that's a big difference.
Millers need to get the last points of this quarter. Rockets with some token full court pressure. Barnes was under the basket, could not get the shot off. That one is blocked. What a block there by
Brown.
By Brown. Caleb Brown has had one heck of a game today. 14 points so far.
Especially in this third quarter. What, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in the third quarter. Keever Hill at the line. First one up.
Misses.
20 seconds left, so, the Rockets got plenty of time here. They'll get off a good shot.
5 points now on the game for Keever Hill. Rockets at 15 seconds. They're going to be content to hold it for the last shot. Wilburn over on the side. 3 on the way at the buzzer, and it is no good. So at the end of the third quarter, Millers 37, Rockets 33.
Bill Clifford for sheriff. Bill Clifford is currently a sergeant with the Hamilton County Sheriff's Office and has committed his life to serving community with integrity. As a resident of Westfield, with his wife Cheryl and 3 kids, family safety is Clifford's top priority, and he understands the Sheriff's Office must be proactive against new threats in order to protect you. For more information, follow the campaign on Facebook at Clifford for Sheriff, and make sure you vote for Bill Clifford, Hamilton County Sheriff, on May 8, 2018.
Interesting game what we've got going on here, Perry. 37-33 in favor of the Millers. 8 minutes remaining in this game. The winner of this game will be playing either Warren Central or Pike. And, of course, Warren Central, they're in the top 5 in both 4A and the coaches poll.
They're a good ball club and very senior.
Yeah, and Pike also in the rankings. So that sounds like that will be an exciting game too. So, but the winner of this game will go up against either Pike or Warren Central for the tournament championship. That game will be tonight at 8 o'clock.
Well, the one thing about it here, Brad, is Noblesville's got to figure out how to stop Brown inside, and it's amazing how well they've done without Mr. White here in the third quarter, picking up his 4th foul early. Oh, wow.
Tipped away, almost a turnover. Miller's out beyond the 3-point line, trying to get something set up to get inside here.
Brought Yeri back in to give the Millers a little bit more quickness.
Rockets appear to be in a man-to-man defense now. 3 on the way. That is good.
Jordan Schmidt
picks up his first points of the game, and he couldn't have picked up 3 points at a better time.
Because it puts that lead back to 7, so.
7-point lead, a little bit over 7 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter. Rockets still content to work that ball around the rim. There's a nice jumper there by number 2, Wyatt Gordon. He gets his 4th point of the game.
Yeah, they're penetrating that zone right now. Kiever Hill.
He does a nice job of getting in there. Picks up the 2 points.
He used that body well.
I've got him with 7 right now.
That's what I got.
6.5 minutes remaining in this one. 7-point lead for the Millers. Rockets trying to cut into that. Once again, being very, very patient. Working that ball back and forth around the 3-point line. 3 on the way. That one rims in and out.
Ryan Barnes with the rebound for the Millers.
Miller's got a break on that one. I thought that one was in, Perry. That one is
turnover.
Pushed away, or rather punched away by Brown. Rockets end up with the ball, but then they throw it out of bounds, and the Millers will once again have the possession.
White's coming back in the ball game with 6:03 left, but I think Broad Ripple's coach realizes it. They got to do it. He's got to go now.
Well, they got 7 points to make up and 6 minutes to do it in, and White with 4 fouls, so I imagine the Millers will probably try to take it to him, no doubt. Put him on the bench for the rest of the game. Jump shot blocked.
By Brown.
By Brown, yes. Easy layup there. And that was number 3, Wilburn, picking up his 6th point of the game. 5-point lead for the Millers. Rockets picking up the defense. Under the basket, layup, no good. Rebounded into the hands of the Rockets. Rockets with the opportunity to cut this to a 2 or 3 point lead here. A little under 5.5 minutes left to play in the game.
A big difference in this game, too, Brad, is Xavier Hines has not scored this second half, I don't think.
I've got him for 1 3-pointer in the third.
Okay, that was early.
Yeah, he's got 17 points.
Team foul number 5, checking in for the Millers, number 3.
5:15 left to go in the ball game here.
You and I have seen a couple good games in the last couple days here.
We absolutely have. I enjoyed the one at Carmel yesterday, too. I mean, that was a wonderful game with Bedford, North Lawrence. Inside to Brown.
Brown turns, shoots, gets the layup, misses. Big rebound there for the Millers. All the way down. That one is good.
Zach Johnson. Nice rebound by Kiever.
Points number 5 and 6.
That was a big rebound by Kiever Hill.
And we got another foul called here.
Noblesville, that's his 3rd. Team foul number 6.
I did not see who that foul went on, but that is the 3rd, I believe, for the Millers in this half. Wilburn out high.
Still very patient, the Rockets. Nice pass.
Back pass. There's a 3 on the way. Gets the roll.
Oh, man.
And that's Caleb Brown once again. That's 17 I've got him for. 4-point lead for the Millers.
So Brown's got 17 for the Rockets, and Hines has got 17
for the Millers. Yep. Ryan Barnes under the basket. Gets it back out top again. Miller's being patient here.
Nice
move. Oh, beautiful move there by, I believe that was
Johnson.
Rockets come right back, miss the shot, but a beautiful rebound there.
Kiever Hill.
By Kiever Hill, yes.
He's got 2 big rebounds this quarter here. And Johnson's got 2 big buckets here. Oh.
That one was tipped and intercepted by the Rockets, and we're going to have a foul called on that one. That looks like that's going to go on Ryan Barnes.
Yep.
Number 4 for the half. First on Ryan Barnes, and we're going to have a timeout here. And while we have a timeout, let's hear from one of our great Hamilton County Television sponsors.
Logan Street Signs and Banners. Celebrating 25 years of Logan Street Signs and Banners, specialize in that last-minute signage and banners, serving Noblesville, Hamilton County since 1992. You can contact them at 317-773-7200 or check them out on their website, loganstreetsigns.com. How about Noblesville Trophies? It offers a large range of products, including sports trophies, corporate awards, and in-house embroidery. Noblesville Trophies provides you with that same-day service for those last-minute decisions. Contact them at 317-773-7391 or check them out at noblesvilletrophies.com.
You know, as you can see at the bottom of your picture there, 3:36 remaining in this game. Miller's with a 6-point lead, but you've got Wilburn at the line shooting 2. He was 1 for 2 his last time at the stripe. Well, it was a 1-1. I didn't realize we were at 1-1. So he misses that. Miller's with the ball, 6-point lead. Wow. Ryan Barnes with a nice little layup there. He's got 11 points. 2 Millers in double figures in this game. Rockets down to 3 minutes to make up an 8-point deficit. Still showing a lot of patience and poise out there, Perry. I would have thought they might have tried to pick up the pace just a little bit. There's a 3.
Mr. White.
Yep. Xavier White gets his 11th point of the game. Sat out a good portion of the game with 4 fouls. That one's tipped out of bounds by the Rockets. Millers will inbound the ball. Kiever Hill to inbound. So went from an 8-point lead down to a 5-point lead, just like that.
Pressure in the ball.
Under the basket to Barnes. He turns, hook shot, misses, rebounded by Cameron Hicks for the Rockets. Rockets quickly get the ball down the court. Another 3 on the way. That one is good.
Ooh, this tightens it up.
That's
here by
Wyatt
Mr.
Gordon picking up his 7th point of the game. 48-46. Little over 2 minutes left here. Millers being very patient. 2 minutes in the game. In regulation, let's put it that way.
A couple threes could make a big difference fast.
Yeah, I mean, that cut that lead right down to 2 points. Millers, there's a 3 on the way for the Millers. Wow. Talk about something that's well-timed. Xavier Hines picks up his 20th point of the game. Back to a 5-point lead for the Millers. Minute and a half remaining in this one. That one's tipped into the hands of the Millers. Millers got a break. Will they keep the ball? It's just bouncing back and forth. Finally into the hands of Zach Johnson, who gets the 2 points and puts the Millers up now, 53-46.
Wow, that was quick there. Another timeout here.
1:18 remaining in this one. And Perry, why don't we talk a little bit more about that Hamilton County Television calendar?
You know, Brad, it's been around Hamilton County Community Calendar since 1995. Be sure to check out the calendar of upcoming events in Hamilton County, including local information or our high school events. All high school sporting events are on the Hamilton County calendar. HCTVcalendar.com. You can add to our calendar anytime. It's easy and it's free, Brad. Free.
Hey, I like free.
Free's a good thing, right?
Yeah, you know, Jim is good with those freebies.
Yeah, he is. That's what Rick keeps telling him. Jim, you can't be so good with the freebies. What about Community Health? It's Central Indiana's leader in providing health care services where and when patients need them. With any questions, you can contact at Community Health 317-355-7775 or ecommunity.com.
Yeah, we got 118 remaining in regulation here. The Millers ahead by, what are we ahead by? 7 at this point.
Yeah, Noblesville was down to 2 points.
Yeah.
And then a couple of good baskets, and they're back up by 7. So there's a lot of time left on this clock.
Rockets quickly get the ball down the court. White with the ball, but gets it back out high again. White moving around quite a bit. Long three on the way for White. He misses. That one rimmed in and out. I thought that one was going to be good from the way it looked from my angle.
Yeah. Big rebound by Johnson there, too.
Millers are going to be probably very patient right here.
And Smits does a good job of putting this.
There's going to be a foul called on the Rockets. I've got the Rockets with 5 right now, so not a shooting situation yet. They're probably going to foul fairly quickly here to put the Millers on the line. That one's intercepted by the Rockets. Was out of bounds. Man, they had the Rockets had a golden opportunity there and ended up losing control of the ball. The Millers take it over with 45.9. Now the Millers just got to get this ball inbound.
Oh, it's a bad
I've got to believe. Yeah, he almost got trapped there. Got to believe that the Rockets are going to be coming out. There's the foul called.
Zach Johnson will go to the line this time.
I've got that as number 6, but we'll have to see whether we're correct or not. It looks like that is going to be number 7. Yes, it is.
So Zach Johnson will go to the line for the Millers.
Johnson with a 1-and-1 opportunity here. He's got 10 points so far today. Gets the first one. So that makes it an 8-point lead now at 54-46. Gets both. 55-46. 38.5 left in this one. Rockets quickly trying to get down the court.
Oh, what a move.
Boy, what a beautiful move. Now was that?
Do you call it travel?
I don't know what they called there. The basket did not go up.
Wow.
So there must have,
may have been travel because that was a
lot of foot shuffling.
Yeah,
there.
That was quite a move. Miller's trying to.
Miller's with under 25 seconds.
White says, I can sit down now because he just picked up his 5th.
He just fouled out of the game, and that's the 8th team foul. So Xavier White will take the bench with 11 points so far in this one. That's going to put Xavier Hines at the line for the Millers. Hines makes his first free throw of the game.
And number 21 point.
Yes.
21st point. Second one up and good.
22 points for Xavier Hines so far. 57-46. Under 15 seconds. Long three on the way.
That's good.
Wyatt Gordon gets that. That puts him in double figures with 10 points. And that's going to end it. The final score is going to be the Noblesville Millers 57, Broad Ripple Rockets 49. We'll be back with a summary of the game after this message.
Can I help you?
Yeah. I'm looking for Logan Street signs and banners.
You found us.
But this ain't Logan Street.
We moved 22 years ago.
You're telling me that Logan Street signs and banners isn't on Logan Street anymore?
Exactly.
So what are you saying?
Logan Street Signs and Banners, conveniently not located on Logan Street, but on South 10th Street in Noblesville, Indiana.
Brad Silver and Perry Williams back here in the penthouse studios of Hamilton County Television.
The lush penthouse studios.
Quite an experiment today, and I think from my perspective, I think it went fairly well. First of all, before we recap this, I want to thank our great technical staff, Katie and Bill out at the mill, giving us the good pictures from there. Jim Wofford and Rick Vanderweil, and both of those, they're kind of sitting there behind us now. Both of them got a nice little smile on their face. We got a pinky up from Rick. That's good.
Yeah, that's a good sign from Rick.
But quite a game today for the Millers, Perry. It turned out that a 57-49 win for the Millers. They went above their normal scoring bound. They normally don't score that many points, but they had to because the Rockets are a team that normally scores about 66 points a game. Millers held them to 49. Great display of talent today.
And the one thing about the Millers, I think, obviously, as normal, they're patient. Okay, they're patient on offense and they're patient on defense. Okay, that zone is tough. Okay,
yes.
If you cannot penetrate that zone, you're in trouble. You got to hit threes. And the one thing about it is Xavier Hines had a great day.
Yeah, 22 points today. All of that from the field except 2 free throws right there at the end of the game. So a tremendous effort by Xavier Hines. And let's not forget Zach Johnson and Ryan Barnes. They were also both in double figures with 11 points each. So it was quite an effort. Now on the Rockets side of the fence there, Caleb Brown had a great game with 17 points. Xavier White, even with the fact that he probably didn't play but less than half of the game.
Right.
He had 11.
Yeah.
And Wyatt Gordon hit he hit 8 points there in the third or in the fourth quarter alone, and kept them close. But if you go quarter by quarter, the Millers led by 1 at the end of the first quarter, led by 7 at the end of the second quarter, had a 4-point lead going into the fourth quarter. It ended up being a 8-point victory for the Millers. So they will go on and play tonight in the championship game, and they'll meet either the Pike Red Devils or the Warren Central Warriors.
Absolutely. Well, before we go off the air here, let's thank our sponsors one more time because, the one thing people don't realize, without sponsors, we can't do what we do here and have all this fun and get to be around Rick and Jim all the time, and that's quite a privilege and thrill, and the great job Katie and Bill did back at the mill. So let's thank our sponsors, and of course, Logan Street Signs, Noblesville Trophies, Community Health, Church Hill and Anthem, Smith's Jewelers, Indiana Restoration, HCTVcalendars.com, the Noblesville Chamber, and Bill Clifford for Sheriff.
Great group of people. We really appreciate their support, and for those of you out there viewing, we'd appreciate if you would support them too.
Well, I guess we won't be back until a new year.
Yes, that's right. We're done for a few days here, and then coming up next weekend we'll have some games. I don't have the schedule right in front of me, but
they'll be in the Hamilton County Reporter, and of course they'll be on all the social media.
Our website, HamiltonCountyTelevision.com or HCTV1. The schedule is right there. Take a look at it, and we'll look forward to seeing all of you after the first of the year. And Perry, we really got to give a big shout out to Jim Wofford and Rick Vanderweil, and they're the ones that came up. They're the brain trust behind what we were able to provide today. And to be quite frank with you, they made our job. We were obviously a little skeptical about how is this going to work, but I think it worked fairly well. We had a couple little glitches there, but that's
part of it.
Yeah, that's part of live television too.
Yeah,
I mean, it just stuff happens at times in that. But they did a great job of putting this thing together, and it will give us as a television provider an opportunity to bring our viewers many, many more games in the future. It's amazing. I've been a techie all my life, and every day I wake up and I think, what's next? And I'm still in awe at everything going on. But on behalf of Perry Williams, my name is Brad Silbert. A big thanks and Happy New Year to all of you out there, all of our Hamilton County Television viewers. Thank you for joining us today. Have a great day and happy holidays.